Good afternoon, this is Stormcastle Comics Collectibles, and want to go over If You Don't Believe in Ghosts, number 33. Now, this is a fairly beaten up copy I got. You notice there's a tape up on top. I'll show you right here. Some tape. Fairly beaten up book. I honestly got this in a $3 bin, but I like the cover. This is, of course, just a placeholder in my collection. To find myself a much better copy. But I thought it was really nice. I liked the hanging cover. I mean, it's a very amazing piece of art, honestly. And, that's what inherently had been drawing me to these Bronze Age horror books. So, this is says December 1974 cover date on it. I will, of course, in the description list the name of the actual street date, and I'll break down on the writer and the artist of each story. So if you want to see it, that's where it's there. Before I start the video, I'm going to ask you to, like the video if you like it, if you like this content. Comment which story you like best in here, because, something in here might strike you as more interesting, and as soon as you see it, you think about it. And, if you subscribe, I could always use subscribers, but mostly I'd like to get a bit of a conversation. So this first one is called The Hanged Man of Spectre Island, ? So, up top it says, men called him an executioner, a savage criminal without a conscience, who left death in his wake wherever he went. So why should Nikos Costa be afraid of ghosts? Why should he tremble before the hangman of Spectre Island? Doo-doo-doo. I like this art. It says E.R. Gore. I'm probably going to know this, honestly. It says, it's not murder, Nikos. It's a reward because you're the greatest murderer of us all. No, you can't put it like that. It's murder. Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, if you look, this is some amazing art. Look at the details and all of these ghosts. This is some real. The story says it was a pure hate that kept Inspector Dmitri Basalis serving in the Athens police force far beyond retirement age. You've been awarded medals, plaques, scrolls of honor after 30 years of service. High time for you to retire, Dmitri. Not yet, Your Excellency. Not until I've earned my greatest honor. Before I leave, I want to bring in Nikos Costa, the most dangerous criminal in the Balkans. Smuggling, piracy, robbery, he's wanted for all of them. And he's taken so many lives, he's called the Executioner. Sorry. I'm trying to work with that. I don't know what a good Greek accent sounds like, so it was a bullet from Costa's gun that I did this. But with the other eye, I, Dmitri Balas, will search him out. This I've sworn. For 7 years you've hunted him, and for 7 years he has been running. For 7 years he has known no peaceful sleep. My informers search for him everywhere. No matter where he is, he feels my eye upon him, track him down. Want to post up there? It says, at the very moment, off an Aegean island on the very east coast, Akros Island, 15 years ago, they brought me here in shackles, a condemned criminal, but things are different now, eh, Costa? I served 5 years in this cursed hellhole with irony that I should return. Now that they've abandoned it, Akros is the perfect spot to hide. That hound Bacillus will never think of looking for me here. There's Nartros the smuggler, Cargon the counterfeiter, Stefanos, Bali, and the others dead, all of them. I was the only one clever enough to escape from the island death. Ha 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 ha. What a dive. I wonder if I can find a decent place to sleep. Spiders, rats, vermin, this place is like a musty tomb, and it's enough to freeze the blood in my veins. Suddenly, an icy tremor shook me as clang hung. Huh? This ghostly door. Says something closed the door behind me. Hey there, come out here where I can see you. It was then that the macabre humor of it struck him. Costa, you're fool. How can anyone be here? They're all dead. Remember, you're the only one who got alive. Ha 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 ha. Nice. I mean, that's good art. But as he stopped laughing, the mocking sounds continue echoing insanely from some other world. Ha 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 ha. All that crazy laughing. Are those echoes or hee hee hee? In the next convulsing moment, something pluckered him. It's Nico Costa. He's come back. And from elsewhere in the menacing gloom, Costa, it's me, Henling. Remember how you got 5,000 drachmas for betraying me to the customs guard? Oh, let me go. Bang, and he shoots. Wow, this book really is. How can you kill a man already dead? Remember, the cargo smuggled hashish stole from your old friend? And we shall settle our accounts for the boatload of rifles you swung from Beirut. Somehow he summoned the strength to tear loose. Keep back, don't touch me. Dear God, why did I run away from the police? I was safe with them. Yeah, this is a pretty beaten up book. In the midst of the hopeless hysteria, stay back, all of you, he's mine. When the spectre's protecting me? But why? And as the horror writhed into his arm, yes, Costas, it's me, Venzelos. Now, I know why they called you the executioner, because of you I died in the gallows. How well I remember how you used me, tricked me on that day years ago. When I give you the signal, you all attack the guards and grab the rifles. When the commotion begins, I'll slip into the guard's room and grab the keys from the cells. It was a slaughter. We never had a chance against the guards. Revolt! Cut them down or they'll kill us. That's some good detail on the face there. But while the others were dying, you were escaping from the opposite end of the prison. I mean, it's a fairly good plan. As of course, the others were killed in the courtyard. I was the only one left alive to hear the sounds of the guards. You fools, you should have known Costa would trick you. He organized the riots so that only he had a chance to break out. Now I know why they called him the executioner. One death was still to follow my own. On the prison's gallows, Costa, we will meet again, I swear. Even then I knew you would return to join us someday. And now, take him into the courtyard, all's ready. I know you want to harm me, punish me. Punish you? We want to reward you for the most evil, most cruel, most evil among us. We want you to stay here with us, share this hell forever. And was it that stark horror beat in his brain? He went berserk of fear. You let me go, you can't make me die. See, my fists guard through you. You aren't really just illusions. But the next instant, he was seized by a diabolical strength beyond understanding. Mother mercy, I can't fight them. They're forced me to the gallows. No, you can't do this. It's not happening. Phantoms don't exist. And until the last gruesome instant, Costa refused to believe the madness of it all. No, you can't. Ah! Why am I screaming? I feel no pain, therefore I can't die. Then it's true, the specters are my imagination. How could they harm me? And then it was the next day that Inspector Bosso strolled on the coast. Frankly, Inspector, it could be another wild goose chase. Smart detective, check out all the clues. You have much to learn, Gross. My informers tell me Kostos has been seen in this area 2 days ago. Then, on a nearby beach, footsteps leading across the beach, and it looks like a small boat was entirely from the moors and pushed in the sea. Probably a local fisherman heading onto the fishing grounds out to islands out there. Yeah, that's across island. Site of the abandoned prison. Wonder why the flock of birds have around there. It means nothing, sir. Nothing. Fishing areas with swarmed with birds all the time. Not birds like this. And then, hurry, Icarus. We must get to the fishing village and hire a boat. 3 hours later, there's your missing boat, Inspector. I knew it. Acros, an abandoned prison, a perfect hiding place for the beast. Costa, why didn't I think of it before? We'll have him in a few moments, but shortly there are swarming birds, vultures, and there is a bait that brought them here. Costa dead. Concluding on the 3rd page. It says, rope burns around his neck, but how did he get there? I don't understand. Look up there. There's your answer. But the rotting timber would break under the weight of a rabbit. And the hanging by the rope, it's decaying, falling apart. Then who killed Costa and how? Hey, Carlos, I don't want the answers. Ironic, isn't it? Costa was the only man ever escaped Carlos. And now he's here forever. Keep talking, we can stay working. I feel something watching over us. And so on that day, in June 1959, they buried Nicolas Costa, the man who called, the executioner, the criminal who received justice from the eerie jury of spirits beyond the world. I mean, this is some amazing art. Anyways, that was the first story. Things the Phantom Hound. This is art by Rubeny. It's they're off camping. I'm going to kind of summarize this one. Actually, this is some amazing art, though, if you look at it. Such great detail. Probably a stray dog. It says, it's a stray dog. He's probably hungry. I'll throw him a bone. Oh my God, am I seeing things? That bone seemed to go right through him. Stay back, all of you. It said, then beyond the edge of the campfire, it's firelight, the blood-chilling climax. Get out of here, are you ugly? Gasp. It's disappearing, melting in the night. So they're staying here. And Jason, shaking the core, Jason Calder returns to the fire. Jason, you look so strange. Is there anything wrong? It's nothing, Vera. I just feel a bit chilly. Let's go back to the cabin. We'll clean up, Deb. But later, after the boys went to sleep in the cabin, he says, "It goes down, for heaven's sake. Talk sense. You saw. I tell you, I saw it before my eyes. You know I'm not superstitious, but it's best to pack up and leave." I said, "No, dear. You worked hard. You need this year. You need this vacation. Relax. I'm not gonna let some momentary illusions spoil our holiday." He goes, "You're right, Vera. Probably only imagination. I gave that hound a good scare. I'm sure I'll never see it again." The next day. So, hey. Sorry, my dogs are. Let's see. So, Dad, we want to work on nature collection. Fun came a moment. Jason hesitated. He felt permission of evil. All right, you can stay, but you can remain inside. Understand? And keep the door locked. He says, "I'm proud of you. Well, you trusted them to be by themselves, Jason, especially when you were worried last night." "I'm still worried, Vera. Our dog outside roaming the countryside. He's injured everyone in the area." And hours later, some miles away, "Well, all is done. Let's hurry back. Who's worried parent now? Give me a minute to speak to the agent who rented this cabin." Says, and he says, "Well, Mr. and Mrs. Calder, hi, enjoying your vacations?" "We were, Hobart, until we spotted the huge beast last night. How come a dog that size is run loose?" And he's like, after Jason disclosed his eerie experience, so he saw the Phantom Hound. "It was a ghost. I knew it." "All right, let's hear the story." He goes, "All began centuries ago. In the 1760s, when a local farmer trained a huge sheepdog to help his son guard the flock. Keep away from the forest. Near the lake, son. There's a talk of a wolf pack roaming there. Don't my father, our Brutus is much match for a dozen wolves." But the boy grew careless one grim day, and they attacked. "Brutus, help me!" And Brutus slew the wolves and saved his master, but died in the battle. Why did it have to happen? Oh, Brutus, please come back. Since the Brutus and Phantom has been seen time and time again, haunting campfires, cabins, he searches endlessly for his friends. And says in some, he is a hound of hell, an evil omen whose appearances bring terror and death. As Hobart ends his macabre tale, why didn't you tell us about the horrible ghost before? He goes, "Because the spectre hasn't been seen in years. We thought it vanished for good. The boys, they're alone with the ghastly creature. Now don't panic, Mrs. Calder. I'll get the sheriff to ride out with you. I'm sure everything's all right." Meanwhile, at the cabin, when all the place around had gas, the prison guards will nab us for sure. You've been griping since we broke out. Relax. Far we can cover. We can take cover in the cabin over there. Only a couple kids. Hey, you anyone else around? He says, nobody but us. Mom and Dad went to town to shopping. He's like, we can load up on the canned food and supplies. Listen, you little punks. There must be some money around here. Where'd you folks hide it? We don't know. But after a hasty search, there's no dough around here. Cullen, let's beat it. Now, before we get rid of these two, we don't want to leave them here for the guards to find. And the bloodthirsty greed, they're unaware of the eerie shadow lurking outside. It was this savage, hulking form that smashed through the window like a nightmare phantasm. What is that thing? It's a ghost dog straight out of hell. Our bullets can't stop it. And then it attacked with berserk ferocity of a maddened demon. I mean, that's some really good details. I mean, look, you can see the hair on the chest. And half hour later, the Calders arrived with the sheriff. The door's been smashed open. Oh my God, the boys. The place is in ruins. The trail of blood leading to the back door. My children. That horrible specter must have killed them. Moments later, outside the storage shed, Mom, Dad, my sons, thanks heavens. But behind the shed, the macabre evidence of a tragedy. Here's the reason for the blood. He's one of the escaped convicts. I heard about the police alert. What happened to him? He wanted to kill us, but the phantom dog that came out of nowhere and attacked him. After the story, boys in their gruesome story, you mean a ghost town did that? Look, I'm a lawman. I'm supposed to deal in facts. How am I able to convince the court that yarn is true? But there was another witness. And they said, close the door, keep that mud away from me. I don't want to die like Cullen. I see human footprints all over, but there's no signs of paw prints because he was a ghost hound. Remember, he died while protecting his master, and now 200 years later, he returned to protect my kids. You're right, only a beast's fangs could have mangled body that way. The fangs of the spectral hound. The very night the Calder family left the cabin, True changed names to protect the reputation of the resort area where the gruesome events occurred. But now and again, men still see the fanged phantom prowling through the main forest on a journey through eternity. So we have a visit from the strange specter. Who shall die? Who shall live? These were the uncanny questions asked of the shrewd scoundrel when he received a visit from the strange specter. He lay in his bed, looking more dead than alive, his face chalk white, his breathing fading, spurting eyelids trembling. Art by Alfredo Alcala. I mean, there's some good detail here. A fearing rivulet of pain coursed through the body of his body, shocked, a benumbed, sudden awareness. What am I doing here? Oh my God, remember. Yes, Oliver Sloane. Remembering the afternoon of May 1969 as you motoring through the Midlands of Orange in England. Oliver, please, you're driving too fast. Not fast enough. Sarah, I must reach the mill before it closes. The car catapulted toward the factory in the distance. The men had threatened to form a union, but I'll have to put a stop to that. And it's a blowout and a massive accident. He felt sticky blood beating down his face, the crumpled body of his wife and boys, the strangers toward him. Since silence then until now, there's been blessed silence, but now suddenly in the ominous darkness sprang up a spine-chilling, "You're a ghost." I mean, that's really good. This is some good art. It says that in ominous darkness, his fragmented, terrified mind didn't grasp the eerie fact that he was confessing a strange massacre. Both your wife and your son survived the expedition bury. For one of them must die. I must have come to ask you your choice. What is your decision? Such a simple decision to make. I married Sarah so I could buy the mill with her money. On her death, her fortune will be mine. Take my wife. She's lived a long time compared to the boy who is so young and has his life ahead of him. You're sure? An error of this magnitude can be rectified. Yes. She would approve. No, she would demand such a sacrifice. Oliver Sloane exulted over his swift and sudden triumph in ridding himself of his shrewish spouse. She was always badgering me, never letting me forget that it was her money that made her success, demeaning me, humiliating me, right as she was. Then once again, the harbinger of death appeared. I've just come from your operation room. Your son will recover. And my wife, and as you wished, she dies tonight. Now I leave. I wait with the final disclaimer. When she has the edge of the threshold, into my dream I shall return with tidings. To Oliver Sloane seemed to be eternity, but soon it was fact. Only moments later, Phantom reappeared to utterly gruesome message from flesh lips. Is she dead? Yes, released from mortal trials and tribulations. I know how much you sorrow over her loss, but do not grieve. For you, Oliver Sloane, will be reunited with your loved wife for eternity. And in the tragic moment, Sloane will learn the eerie truth. You see, you died an hour ago of the injuries you yourself saying you should have realized that you were dead. How else could you and I, a phantom deputy from the beyond, converse? For days thereafter, the staff at St. James Hospital wondered why her son survived and Sarah Sloane expired when, in fact, the boy had been more seriously injured and she had been recovering so well. But only those who inhabit the weird world, the unknown, could grasp the uncanny reason. The end. So, anyways, yeah, this is a pretty beaten up copy I got. But I thought it'd be nice to look more ghost tales. I must admit I've been enjoying looking at these, and I've been enjoying the art. Hope this has been fun. Hope people are enjoying it, and I'd love to hear the comments of what people think. Let me know. I've got some more that are in better condition. I got a couple of things I want to look at. I have some old Avenger books I want to go through, and some old Marvel 2-in-1. But I'm enjoying these old horror books. I'm surprised, it has a comic code authority on it. But, mentions hashish and has a hanging and everything. Anyways, this is Stormcastle. Stormcastle's Comics and Collectibles. Again, comment what you think about it. Like the video, share the video, subscribe if you haven't. And hopefully see you here when we do another one. Thank you.